Hello, it's Courtney Lane for 92.9 Tom FM, and I'm actually sitting here chatting today, virtually, of course, with Heather from the Delaware Municipal Electric Company, DEMEC. How are you today?
I'm great, Courtney. How are you?
I'm doing so well, and thank you so much for taking the time. I know we can't meet in person, but at least we are still getting to chat.
Yes, making it work.
I know, right? So it's no secret that it's been very hot outside. It's only the middle of June, and we're seeing some crazy hot weather, and that is why we are talking today, because since we're gearing up for this hot summer, DEMEC is bringing back their Power Savers program. So did you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So the Delaware Municipal Electric Corporation, DEMEC, we are a joint action agency that partners with the cities and towns throughout Delaware that run community-owned, not-for-profit electric utilities, those hometown local electric utilities. And their focus is trying to benefit the community. And so what better way than to try to find ways to save money? And one of the big ways you can do that is by lowering your electric usage, because the cheapest energy is the energy you don't use. So through our Power Savers program, we provide alerts, and we're going to do that through the help of 92.9 on our Facebook and on our website to help customers understand those critical days when it's really important. Those days when it's over 90 degrees, which we've gotten tastes of that so far, and they're going to be coming in full force as we progress into the summer. And so when it's over 90 degrees, the critical times around 2 to 6 p.m., when folks are typically starting to make dinner, they might be, running a load of laundry. The AC is going to be kicking on really hot because as people come home from work, now that people are going back into offices, you're going to want that house to feel cool when you get home. And so we're trying to share tips and tricks that people can do to help save energy during those times. So you're going to see the savings immediately by lowering your electric usage. And so you're going to have a smaller electric bill. But then over the years, it adds up to on the utility side for savings, that then those savings can be passed on to the communities and to the customers as well.
Right. And I mean, of course, savings is a huge, huge benefit to this. And of course, we're also saving energy as well. And I know you mentioned a couple of things you can do in the peak hours of 2 to 6. So, I read it in your notes, things that I never considered, changing your hot water temperature. I mean, there's so many different things that we as consumers and just in our daily lives can make small adjustments to and see these huge savings.
Yes, and they're really, some of them are sort of set it and forget it, like the hot water heater you mentioned. All you have to do is one time go down and check your hot water heater. It actually has a temperature setting that you can change. And most of the time, the manufacturer setting is a little bit hotter than you really need it to be. So you set that to 120 degrees, and then you don't have to think about it again, and you will never notice the difference. It is still going to produce the hot water you want for that hot, relaxing bath in the evening, or, to be able to wash your clothes in hot water. You're not going to notice the difference. But your energy is going to be noticeable over time, because now you're not trying to keep all those gallons of water heated to far warmer than you ever need them to be, and it's just going to be sitting there constantly trying to keep it at those temperatures, and you're not going to need it. And so if you lower that, then you don't have to use as much energy to keep the warm water. Other little things that people don't think about are when you leave to go to work, school, wherever you're going for the day, make sure all of your blinds and your curtains are closed, because your house is going to heat up. And we've noticed it too. You want to maybe have that fresh light coming in, but you don't realize how warm your home is getting over the course of the day, that then when you want to get home and now your house is 80 degrees inside, but you want it to be 74, your AC is going to be cranking to try to get it down to the temperature you want it to be. But if you keep those curtains and blinds closed, it's going to keep your house cooler during the day, so your AC doesn't have to work as hard at night. And little things like, if you're willing to, try bumping it up just a degree or two, maybe even 3 if you want to be crazy.
And it's not that big of a difference. I mean, people think you have to make these drastic changes, but a degree or 2 is a great way to save energy, save money, and you might not even notice, especially if you're going back into the office during the day. If you keep the blinds closed and just turn it up a little bit, your air would not even have to work as hard when you got home anyway.
Right. And it's those little things, like you said, keep it a little bit warmer in the house when you're not here, so that it's not working the AC for nobody to be in the home. Try using a fan. Maybe if you have a ceiling fan in your room, try using the fan and bumping up your thermostat a little bit, because then the fan will keep the room cooler and then you really won't even notice it. And we like to tell people, just do baby steps, do that 1 or 2 degrees, see if you notice it. If you don't, then try and bump it up another 1 or 2 degrees until you start to get to a point where you notice it. And at that point, then keep it at that temperature. But you might find that over time, you're willing to have it up 5 degrees warmer than you normally would have, but you allowed your body to just adjust little by little to that slightly warmer temperature.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And even the things in your kitchen, and like you mentioned, doing the laundry and things like that, those can heat your house so quickly. The dryer and the oven, I feel like are the biggest offenders, at least for me. I always try to,
Yes.
I don't want it to be so hot right now. Maybe I won't turn the oven on. So I know that there's other alternatives, maybe grilling or
Right.
even the microwave. You could just try to use some different methods for cooking
Yeah.
these hotter days.
Yeah, and we try to tell people, maybe grill a little bit extra. So you grilled one day, you had dinner, then you had leftovers, and then you heat those in the microwave the next day. So then you don't use the stove or the oven 2 times, maybe even for a couple of days. And so it really just extends those savings. It's a little bit of maybe a lifestyle adjustment, but who doesn't want a good reason to have a barbecue in the summer? So just following these little things. And if you do this on a regular basis, we'll certainly, with partnership with 92.9, we'll certainly get out the word on those really critical days
Mhm.
when we really need people to save energy because the consumption's getting so high. But if you do this on a regular basis, and really try to find those energy saving little tiny adjustments that you can do, like even making sure all your lights are off in your house before you leave, or they're only on in the rooms that you're in. Even little things like that are just going to be a small lifestyle change. If you do that throughout your regular life, day-to-day activities, you'll notice an even bigger savings that's really going to be able to extend all year round.
Right, absolutely. And of course, you did mention that we are going to be giving these updates for when the weather does hit these high peak temperatures, and we've been seeing it already. So you can always listen here for updates. But I know you guys have a website and Facebook pages. Are there other avenues where people can get this information?
Yes, if you want to learn more about the program, learn more ways that you can save energy and money, you can go through publicpowerde.com, which is our website. Click on the sustainability tab, and there's something for the Power Savers program there where you can get all the details. Or you can follow us on Facebook at DEMEC for DEMEC. And when we have these hot days, we're going to be sharing those alerts there. And you're going to find all sorts of tips and tricks throughout the summer, so that by the end of the summer, you are an energy saving pro and you will know exactly what you need to do.
Excellent. Heather, thank you so much. I will go ahead and post the link right up here on the Facebook page so they can learn more about your Power Savers program. And again, they can follow DEMEC on Facebook.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Courtney.